Welcome everyone to today's live stream. Thank you. I see we have a few people already in chat, and we'll give a moment. We're gonna, give some time for everybody else to catch up. Fortunately, I feel better this week. I did have to skip last week's Empyrion stream because I was just probably a combination of exhaustion and not sleeping very well the night before. I had no energy, just did not get anything really done that day. But I have been doing some more work this week, trying to prepare for today's stream. And basically, one of the things that I have been trying to get done is clear all the resource deposits I can from this planet and try to get things down to just a few with the mining auto miners on them. So I have quite a few auto miners out on the planet now, and I did do some manual mining driving around in that it was the POI harvest truck. It's what we had last live stream I put in, and I decided I really didn't like it. I fixed it with RCS, it made it turn better and all that, but it just was not very fast. So I've been doing some testing and looking for different designs, and I come across this design, the Bumblebee from Holnar. Now, he's done some really cool designs, so I had to check it out, and this actually works really well. I took out 2 seats from it. There's more storage in here than what I really need just for cargo, but it has harvest cargo boxes, and it's fully covered in terms of the front. I have harvest modules, and I have a bunch of T2 drill lasers, so very fast harvesting on resource deposits. It has this nice little spot you can launch a drone out of, which I really don't need. I added the multi-turret to it as well, and just 2 Gatling gun turrets, 2 miniguns. That's really all I need. It's just to protect from the stray drone as I go around the planet, because I've already finished off the drone base here. So it's a bit more maneuverable than trying to just sit with the Anubis and use a drill turret to harvest out a resource deposit. This is faster. So it's not 8 drills, it's 6 drills. There's actually Gatling guns right here, and then Gatling gun here. So it's drill, drill, and then drill up here. So there's actually 6 drills total. The Gatling guns I really don't need, but I decided just not to worry about taking them out yet. I may swap them out for more drills just to make it really fast, but I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference overall in terms of speed for harvesting. So yeah, it's just the 6 drills and then 4 Gatling guns. And I have had a lot of fuel production going at the sanctuary. I've actually got it loaded with a lot of water right now for fuel production, fusion cells. I have enough power that I can make it through today's stream. And it's even running the deconstructor still right now until I need to break everything down. And you see how much fusion cells I have in capacity now. I have all this. So I'm doing well on power. I'm doing well on pretty much everything, other than it's now to that tedious point where I want to get every single resource deposit cleared from a planet and move on, and it's taking forever. I did upgrade this with an internal cockpit as well, so I don't have to worry about that, outside cockpit that's exposed being blown up, which I don't think will be a problem today anyway, because there's only a few places left for me to actually have to worry about fighting here, and those are on the moon, which is why we are going up to the moon today. We're going to actually move on, leave my auto miners here harvesting, and just take off to the moon and try to get things rolling there, because I will still need water for a little bit to make sure I have plenty of oxygen and hydrogen for fuel. So I'm just leaving all that stuff there. The base, my water generators, everything left there. I'll come back later and then just finish the planet after the moon is done. So we're actually going to haul everything up to the moon in the Nomad and just focus on the moon for a little bit. And that base, I cannot say your name. I'm assuming Russian or Czech, something like that. That's the Sanctuary ST by J Randall, and this is the Nomad XT by J Randall. Both great designs from him, and I like his designs. He does a really good job with the looks, but also just the functionality of them. So if you want to check them out, that's what they are. Again, the Sanctuary ST and the Nomad XT, which is what I'm using right now. And there we go. I do still have the space farm I have not done yet up here. Alexei Chivich. Okay, I hope I said that right. Thank you for the translation there. But yeah, let's see. I've still got the space farm. I haven't worried about the space area because it's such a pain when it's all spread out like this to find things. You know, the asteroid belt, the big ring, works so much better. Just so easy to find everything, find resource asteroids and stuff. When it's spread out in a big blob, a little bit harder. So I have not messed with the space farm yet. That's like the last on my list right now. Because it will be very quick to take out and be done with. There's just, I'm not going to waste time flying all over the place any more than I have already, trying to find a resource asteroid. I feel like I've got plenty of resources at the moment, so I'm just going to clear the moon, finish off what's left on the planet, and then be done with this place. So, we're going to find a spot here. I haven't even picked out a spot to land. I just know I want to land on the moon, and as soon as it renders in. And I did mark some spots. I've got power station, armory, and power station that I have not hit at all. And then I have the drone base as well that I still need to finish. I never did finish that one. Spaceport, I think I got that. There's supply station. Where is it? Drone base is somewhere down this way. Alright, let's figure out where the drone base is, because I want to park somewhere fairly close. Or wreckage. Yeah. We'll go, there we go, drone base. You know, I kind of like the big crater right here. That looks like a nice little spot. Nice, or actually, no, let's remove that. Let's go to this crater. That looks a little bit better. I can hide down in there. That'll be, maybe a little bit better. So, I'm taking this, and then I'm coming back with the small vessel to the spots over here. Even though they're closer, I'm going to go land there and use that center of operations for now. And hopefully, this won't take too long. We'll finish. The power station's very easy. It's straightforward. Once you get in the door, you got this loop. You got a central area with the core, and that's really it. And it looks like I might have a new resource deposit or something there that I have not found yet. Maybe? Yeah, I'm missing one Promethium deposit. Let's just scoot this way just a little bit. See if that unlocks. Technically, I could just land here for now. Actually, yeah, let's just do that. I don't want to keep flying for several kilometers that way. We'll just land here. Ooh, we'll land in the little plateau type thing right here. And oh, too far. Probably not going to be the easiest way to get out in terms of my hover vessel, but you know, we'll do that later. For now, I just want to land here. And small vessel is what we're doing first. Also need to get rid of that random marker over here. Not necessary. We're gonna go from this spot. So I have food, I have weapons, ammo, all that, and I have, of course, my nice ship here, which I'm gonna pilot from my new cockpit inside. And we're gonna go over to the armory. I can't remember if I've actually broken into this one already, or if it's, you know, partially broken into. I think I destroyed the turrets on it. I feel like I did that, but at the same time, I cannot remember. Go ahead and be ready to go. Yeah, I've got the turrets. I just have not taken it over yet. And, ooh, large silicon deposit. No reason why I decided just to go ahead and bring the hover vessels up so I can harvest out the big deposits faster than waiting for the waiting on the auto miners to do that. As convenient as they can be, they're still slow. Let's face it, they are slow. It's not the speediest thing. And I don't want to blow up all the doors yet. I want to find out which one is the... Which one has the elevator? There we go. Okay. So I am facing towards the elevator one. We're gonna blow that one up. Surprisingly, no shrapnel off the explosion. And nor dank, I am not Texan. I am not from Texas. Alright, we're stealing all your resources right now. Your ammo for the moment. Before I go take out these Zerats down below. Let's see. Oh, well, one Zascosium. I've noticed a big difference between my Erestrum Hall and my Zascosium Hall. And oh, look, wow! Oh, yes, that's right. Now they can shoot me despite the elevator. You know, that normally before they wouldn't be able to shoot me. They can kind of shoot me in the elevator. Ah! There's like apparently a spot that they can see me when they walk through it and a spot that they can't see me. Alright, let's destroy that. And that before more spawn in. I believe, yep, there we go. Alright. Let's see, how many did I kill? Alright, there's like 3 of them right here. Come on. I just want to get your stuff. It's like that song from Korn. Dead bodies everywhere, and this dead Zerats everywhere in this case. Alright, I think... Alright, there's a hand. I can't target the hands individually. Like, if I could target the arms properly, that would help. But no, I cannot. Can't target the legs either. I have to target them on the chest area. So, I think I got them all. Let's see. Some ointments, you know, keeping them healthy, keeping their skin clear. They do have a little kind of scaly looking skin, as you can see. Their eyes are a little black. Maybe they have some kind of, you know, thing for their contact lenses. They can't take any? No, I cannot. Alright, well, before I go blowing up another door and destroying more things that can give me supplies, I'm going to fly up, if I can, to my small vessel and drop some supplies off. And I'm having trouble. May have to blow the glass out. There we go. Alright. Let's see. We have a bunch of multi-tools, of course. Upgrade kits, plasma charge there. We got some ore. Energy bars. Of course, always energy bars. Sandwiches. Yep. Oh, you know, projectile, I keep that separate. And I'm actually not even going to worry about all the antibiotic stuff, the ointments and everything. I've got more than enough on the ship right now in my stockpile as a precaution. Like, let's see. Yeah, 24, 20, 30. Yeah, I've got plenty of those, so I'm not going to worry about those. We're going to do this. I want to eat another one of those. And yeah, my oxygen's already getting nice and low. Where is the O2 station in here? I'm trying to remember. There we go. I have yet to use the O2 station in it. So, now, back to here. Hey, Dante! Alright, gonna get some gold. Homing missile, right? Yep, homing missile for the rocket launcher. So I'm not using the upgrader. Right, whoa, whoa! Oh yeah, that's right. Forgot they like to have some of those tucked away around here. And there we go. Alright, we are... Yeah, more ammo, more, you know, generalized resources. Nothing really fancy. Nothing really standing out until I can get to the hidden special containers, which I think there's at least one here. I know there's always one in the armories. I think there might be two hidden in the walls. I'm trying to remember. They kind of changed some things up at one point. I think there's one behind here. And yeah, there they are. There's those. And maybe some tucked away in there or that side, I think. Alright. So we are about to blow the door up and face our robotic adversaries. Right, yep. First, before you start shooting me, I'll blow up your spawner. And again, that, if I remember right, that is the same thing that happened on the last armory I did, where the one on this side, the spawner apparently spawned him in where he gets stuck staring at the wall. And you start shooting him and he's just kind of staring at the wall like, I don't know, you're there. Alright, try to remember, did I use the... What did I use for this before to blow this up? Did I use the explosive or I used the rocket launcher? I think I used the rocket launcher because of the collateral. It sounds very wimpy right now. Like something happened with the sound on the second and third shot. You know what? Let's try the explosive then. I don't want to blow up the container. I just want to blow up the core. I need the core gone, and I'll go get one of my cores. There we go. Yes, like that. Okay, so time to get my own and take out the good stuff. Not taking everything, just taking out the good stuff here. I am kind of over compensated on the steel blocks, the hardened steel blocks, the combat steel blocks. All of that is way above what I actually need to use right now. So I am not even going to worry about collecting the blocks anymore at this point. I'm just collecting the stuff that gives me electronics and things like that. That's all I'm worried about at this moment from the bases. And of course, you know, the cargo boxes. Let's see what we get when I dump my core in and can now take everything out. Health pack. Yeah. Dump that. And I'll go ahead and put that back. We got another auto miner because I don't already have a lot of those. Actually, I'd need more Restromans Ascosium right now to make more auto miners. That's one thing I am missing. Oh yeah, the generator. Okay. Before I take that out, we're going to remove oxygen. Well, you know, have some spare O2. Or not. And we're going to remove power. I can do that for sure, I know. There we go. Alright. Yeah, it's just hardened steel blocks. Never mind, not doing that. Taking these. What we got here? Furnace, large pack, detox kit, stuff like that. I don't know why I get so much silicon from these. It's like backside of the core is not protected. I missed that. It doesn't matter anyway. I already blew it up. But thank you for mentioning that. I'll try to remember next time I have an armory, which is going to be the next planet I go to before that happens again. Alright. Since we already decompressed everything. Yeah. Alright. I think that is all of the... Yeah. All of the cargo containers, the secret ones. There's my storage that I needed. And trying to think what else beyond the obvious upstairs elements. Oh, that's right. I already got these done, so we can take these out. Take all the windows out. Because that's glass. There we go. Now, let's, we'll just walk around getting supply, and I'm out of room again. Oh, nice visual there with the lighting. Kind of makes me feel like the game's set to black and white almost. Alright, let's toss in everything. And move on. Reason why I like vehicles with a lot of storage, because I can just toss stuff and go. Alright, got more of that, more there. Never anything really outstanding on these, and way too many multi-tools. Oh. I apparently missed something. Alright. If I ever need wood, I will already have plenty of wood planks. Besides the actual wood logs that I have already. I would say it's faster to do like that and just collect the drops like this, but the problem there is, if I collect that, then I have, and there's something in the bottom one, I have to make sure to, you know, I might hit the wrong one, because the drop containers will overlap, and as we saw on the Zerats, that doesn't always make it easy to target a specific one. Yeah, okay. Alright. Well, take these. Alright. There we go. Nice, colorful sunrise on a very bleak-looking landscape. So, lots of goods. There's nothing really that stands out. I mean, not seeing a huge amount of restroom and Zascosium from it, nothing like that. It'd be great to have another, you know, big ship wreckage somewhere that I could salvage the thrusters from, because that would help a lot. Especially the bigger the better. Thrusters give good amount of resources in terms of restroom and Zascosium when broken down by the deconstructor. Which, yes, the deconstructor is an expensive thing to use in terms of power usage, but that 1-to-1 return rate, totally worth it. Worth trying to pump that power into it. I know if you watch my showcase videos, you saw we actually had the Portopod that I had suggested have it build. Somebody actually built that, or rendering, wasn't it? That did that, and I have not used it in this game yet. I'm not going to use it until I get to the next planet. I don't really need it right now. I already have a base. But I will be using that when I go to another planet, so I can say, oh yeah, here's my deconstructor and a processor for producing a lot of fusion cells as I sit around with, you know, a whole planet to break down. Force fields are great to deconstruct. Yeah, I tossed all those in there too. I tossed pretty much most stuff in there just because of I need the fancier, you know, materials, restroom, Zascosium, things like that, more than I need steel plate and everything. I get a lot of steel plate, hardened steel plate still, but, or actually Sathium. It doesn't give me hardened steel plate, it breaks it down to Sathium bars when you put in the hardened steel plate like that. But I've got more than enough of that at the moment, so I really just need the fancier stuff. Lights, things like that. Alright, I think that's all cargo boxes, all the electronic stuff around the area. That's pretty much it for this location. Well, I take that. not a big boost, just taking the time to get these, but yeah, there we go. All right, that's enough. Let's toss in whatever I can. We really need some kind of auto-sorting mechanism for this stuff. Just so it could be like, oh, hey, here's ammo, here's weapons, things like that. That would be helpful. Oh, and yeah, I need to turn on movement, not the thrusters. Bye-bye, Mr. Nomad XT. Oh, he's gone. Alright, so now, power station 1 of 2, which, again, I'm pretty sure I've already taken out all the turrets on these. It's going to be more of a matter of breaking in and taking them over, putting in a core, doing that whole thing. And the power stations are quite simplified, straightforward, very similar to the armory. And nothing is shooting at me, so I am pretty much sure I did clear all the external threats out, or at least most of them. I think I'm going to put the ship here in case I'm chased out, being shot at. I want to have it where I run down the ramp instead of straight ahead. And what we got? Oh! Well, I've got stuff for my multi-tool. It's nice when they give me the fuel I need to take their stuff apart. Yep, cannot open like that. So, probably gonna blow up the at least one container. Yep. Oh! Extra explosion there. Alright, we're going to sneak. Aha! Ha ha ha! Now they have made it more interesting when they can target you around such a sharp little corner through such a small area, as opposed to when before they would just ignore you being there. Alright. I'm sure there's Zerats over that way too. Where's that? There we go. Alright. Supplies. Give me your goods. Come on. There we go. Alright. Oh, oh, oh. They're still not that smart. He was shooting at me when he saw me. I stepped to the side just slightly. And he watched his friends get shot. And then just like, where is he? I can't see him anymore. Yep. Getting their decorative power storage emptied out too. Gotta remember those. And come here, there's something in there. In hard mode, they're smarter. I still don't think they're that smart. I mean, they did increase the, you know, movement aspects on where they jump, you know, they'll drop down, take a knee trying to lower their hitbox area, but it's still not like they're just super intelligent. There's still a limitation on how well they can see you at times. Move like crazy. I've noticed they do that more too, even in normal mode. And I blew up the... Oh, you can shoot. Oh! Oh! I don't know how I did that, but I just headshot the guy through the console there. And it was like one bullet headshot. Oh, that was funny. I can't believe I got that one bullet headshot on him. Yeah. Like I just happened to shoot right through the middle. It's one of those, you know, Matrix-style movie moments where time slows down and I popped off that one shot right at that specific time to go right here in between that and boom, headshot. Alright. Still. Oh, why? What? How did you get in there? Ah. And it got me with an open wound. Oh, come on, man. Alright, let's go ahead and see if I can take out a spawner or two. Alright. Drop some supplies off, take care of my open wound. I still hear the robots. Alright. I know that goes there. We're gonna drop you. Alright, dropping you. Not that. We need to keep that from spoiling. That can go there. Alright. My food products and let's see, I had some healing stuff. Yeah, here we go. Trauma kit. Healing, fixing my open wound. That helps. So I'm noticing besides chat being quiet today, I see no Danielle posting in it. She's usually one of the more chattier ones with us. So if she's here, speak up, Danielle. Also assuming probably we got Jay Randall, Excalibur probably busy playing Empyrion for themselves at the moment. Let's see, we've got one guy there. He can see me. He can't do anything about it. And we still have somebody somewhere. Some kind of mechanism walking around. Downstairs, it sounds like. Let's see, what is it? Not in the middle here. It's down here. Yep. I still have the middle section with the core. Similar to the... Yeah, there we go. Similar to the armory design. Yeah, I have those in slot 7 for that. I try to save those just because they're a quick, easy one to pop in. And I just usually keep the little, what is it? The little health pack just for quick heals. And I mean, I've got plenty of trauma kits and stuff like that too, so it's not a problem to use that up. It has spare. Okay. That's the only one here. We'll just take out the capacitor. I don't have any explosives with me at the moment, so there we go. Alright. Back out. And I need a core. Reason why I bring a bunch of these now. Need these for the next run, and we'll have so much more stuff to carry back this time. Say, working on the submission, are you talking about, like, the design submissions, or are you talking about some kind of submission thing for the Xerax, Dante? Like, they're going to have it where the Xerax will submit to you if, like, say you defeat them and they just like, hey, we're your prisoner kind of thing. Because that would be a cool little effect. I'm not sure how well they would make that work, but that'd be pretty cool if they could do that. 560. There, close enough. And come on, give me some O2. There we go. I got 500 out, so that helps a little bit. Oh yeah, the ventilator there, and then just a gap. Kind of, I'm pretty sure that's just left there as a way for you to sneak in if you really want to go that route. You can use that as a way to kind of break in instead of going through the front door. I'm not sure why you would do that instead of going through the front door. Oh. Yeah, okay, went to the right spot, making sure I didn't dump those into the cargo box. And I need more O2. Nope, need more than that. And oh, used all of it. There we go. So okay, yeah. Two of a small SV with 2 turrets to go inside. I wouldn't say turrets. I have mentioned that before, and I actually do have a design. I haven't shown it. I was going to use it probably on the next planet for a slightly different reason, but Atlas Gaming did, at my request, make a hover vessel and a small vessel design intentionally for sliding them inside a POI where you can fit in through the doorways and have a little bit more protection that way. But you're not gonna want to use turrets. You're gonna want to use something like Gatling guns or something in the front that you control, and you can just turn and aim. Now maybe if you throw a turret on the back, fine. But I wouldn't rely on just the turret for that. You would want to have some kind of manual control to it. But yeah, look up Atlas Gaming on Steam Workshop. He's got quite a few. Actually, I may still have. Yes, I do. Look for the Atlas Inside SV. It's really small, compact one, not very expensive. If you want to check it out, that is made specifically for flying inside a POI and basically taking it out. And I'll be using it for something a little different on the next planet, but I will be using it at some point. But if that's what you're looking for, check it out. You might like it, you might not. But again, I would say stick with a set of manual guns rather than a turret, because then you gotta wait for the turret to lock on to the enemy and start firing, and that's enough time for you to get shot all up and lose your cockpit. Whatever protection it's giving you, you can lose all that quickly enough if you're waiting just on the turret to lock in on an enemy and shoot them. Scorpions can be hard to hit, but I mean, if you're, in the SV, then you should be protected well enough against the scorpions. Scorpions move quickly, so they're harder to hit, but I mean, generally, they can't come after you in an elevator, so use an elevator to your advantage. Park yourself where you can see them and get them, but they can't get to you. And if you've watched the past streams, I've done that a few times where I was able to position myself in a way that they could not get to me. Oh, come on. There we go. That the scorpions could not get to me, and I was relatively safe against them. Even in the base, no problem. So I don't think it would be that big of an issue, even with the manual guns against the scorpions. But try out Atlas's design, see what you think, and you can always, add to it, make a spot for a turret. Another part of the turret is going to be, it'll make it harder, depending on how you place it, to fit through doorways. You may find yourself struggling to actually get through some doorways without blowing a bigger hole in the wall to do so. It is 8.62. I know that I've had some problems with it being a little more sluggish at times since one of the recent updates, but I have not had any major issues like a memory leak causing me to be unable to load the game. Have you tried looking at like maybe the designs you have, or you try starting a new game? It could be something specific to the game save or the environment that's around you right then at that moment in the game save. But yeah, I haven't had any problem like that so far with anything in 8.6, and this is 8.6.2 right now. It didn't say I needed to update, so I'm assuming the most current version. Wow, I blew up. There is an opening there. That looks like a design flaw. I have not noticed that. There is an opening right here at the top. You can land on the very top, come here, and just drop in. You still have to fight your way all the way down to get to the core, but that seems like a design flaw. Or maybe it's something from me shooting some of the turrets at one point. I don't see how that would be damaged equally across from the turrets being shot. That just looks like a flaw in design. It would not be airtight. Should not count as airtight, at least. You just drop right on in. Alright, let's see. I've got plenty of that kind of stuff. Don't need too much of that. Let's make sure there's nothing on this side I'm missing. Just a big crater next to it. Get some lights. You know what? I need something stable. And that did not work well enough still. Alright, yep, I think unless there is something in here, oh yeah, these. Explosive blocks. That's why you don't land on the roof. You land on the roof, the blocks explode and destroy your ship. It's a booby trap. Which Carter do I like best from the workshop? Not sure what you mean by Carter. You talk about Carrier, maybe? Pronaut? Alright, get up those. That's going elsewhere. Keeping my explosives where I can find them. Which creator? I really can't say I have a singular favorite. I do have several preferred creators that I always kind of look at their designs, even if it's just briefly to see if it's something maybe I can incorporate into my gameplay. And they're ones that I try to, I like to showcase, but I try not to showcase too much, just because then it would be pretty much the same creators all the time. But Jay Randall, because hey, I'm using one of his designs here. My base on the planet is his design. My capital vessel is his design. He does really great with his designs in that he is very thoughtful in terms of detail. He gets a lot of things, really well thought out and set up right. He has a really good feel for just overall design itself. I feel like he's doing really well and has been doing really well on the workshop. Then Excalibur is another one. He's usually with us on the streams, and if he is, he can go ahead and jump in the chat, say hi, unless he's busy in Empyrion himself. He is doing really well with the workshop. Not every design is, out there killing it in terms of the subscribers. That's pretty much every creator. But he's doing a great job with his design. He's very thoughtful as well on his designs. We've got Danielle Marie. She does a fantastic job with her designs, and she's had several that have just, you know, blown up on the workshop. Her Gobbler Starfire, very first design she posted on the workshop, just did extremely well and really caught a lot of people's attention. And she's continued to do that repeatedly with her designs. Highlander is another good one. He does some really well thought out, well developed, intricate designs. You need to look at his Lady of the Lake base design. That is like a big luxury condo top place, and you'll see, like, you'll be afraid to think how much time he spent on building that design. So those are some really good ones. I do have the new design I've got to use in my gameplay now, by Holnar. He has done some really cool stuff too. There's a lot of really great designers, and we have a lot of them that frequent the channel here, that usually join in on live streams, and more importantly, join and submit for the creator challenges I do every month. So you might want to go and look at some of the designs from the past creator challenges in the live streams and see some of the creators there and what they produce. And yes, as Alex says, also her last creation, the Empyrion, which was for a creative challenge, is basically a remake of one of the big, you know, Terran destroyer ships from StarCraft 2. The Empyrion specifically from StarCraft 2, and she just did an outstanding job on the overall design. So that is one from Danielle Marie, that if you want to check out something that's themed, that's a good one. If you just want something useful, there's a lot of great ones, ProNot. Just check out some of the designs in our past creator challenges, and you will probably see something you like. I can tell you that if you have not already checked out any of them. Already blew the door off this one, I guess, when I was, I think I might have been shot at by the Zirats here, and I had to blow the door so I could, kill the, you know, in the process of killing the ones that were shooting at me. There we go. Now they're not all stuck on top of each other, so I can actually collect stuff. Ah! I wasn't quite ready. He popped around the corner. There we go. Ah! I was reading comments, and I did not look at the Zirats right in front of my face. Alright, yeah. Rated without taking damage. Well, I did not do a good job on that in this case. I forgot about those over here. Oh, there you go. 2 headshots. That's what you guys get for thinking you can, you know, ambush me while I'm reading a comment. It's like totally disrespectful, you know, trying to keep up with the chat, and you try to kill me at the same time. It's not fair. Alright. I'll go ahead and get these before I blow them up, or, you know, start taking them apart. Nothing there. Really? Flashlight? Like, I'm going to need a flashlight at this stage in the game. If I haven't made a flashlight already or found one, there's something wrong. Oh yeah, parked over here. Oh. Actually, I need to take those out. There we go. Alright, let's put those here. That's where I need them to go. And I need to eat. Little more. And we'll do another. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Well fed. Dump that in. There we go. Go ahead and get my core ready. I'm going to need it shortly, I'm sure. I'm just going to go ahead and actually take out the underside here. Instead of waiting and going through the upstairs, I'll take it out now. That way I can start raiding on my way up. Ah! They're waiting on me. Alright, give me stuff. Oh. And I'm getting shot at. There we go. Alright. I'm going to take this over. And all you spawners are going to spawn guys for me, right? Right? That would be so fun if the spawners would actually start spawning enemies in, but they're not enemies anymore. They're actually on your side, and they fight for you and protect you. That would be imbalanced, but cool, because then you'd be like, hey, I've got my own crew here. I'm just going to take over and let them kill each other for me. Which is probably why they haven't implemented that sort of thing. Inside turret do the job? Yeah, it would have to be positioned a little bit differently. I think from where it was, it wasn't quite where it could hit the core there. Or, yeah, I see what you mean. Having one of the turrets, when you take it over, it starts targeting them for you. Yeah, that would be kind of helpful too. But again, you know, it's the same concept that why they have not implemented this kind of thing with the spawners at all, because that would just make things too easy. You find the core, which there are people who will do that sort of thing where they, if they know where the core is, they will just use some technique to get down to the core first and take it out, so they already have the whole place taken over, and the spawners no longer work to spawn in new enemies, meaning they're safe from additional enemies coming in. And then, you know, you'd have people that do that and use that as a way just to help clear out an entire point of interest of enemies, and then just run through and be like, oh, hey, let me collect your stuff, guys, because you killed each other for me. Oh, yeah, I've got plenty of supplies going now. Actually, get some more O2 here. And can I fill it? Can I get it? Yes. Full. Okay. And well, I don't have any med things there, so we'll just use one of these for now. SV is the Merc MX5T by J. Randall. They actually have a variation in the prefabs, but I like his setup because it has all the nice cargo boxes and pretty good, you know, interior layout. Works really well. And it's just works great for me. It gives me plenty of storage, as you can see, as I'm going through all this. And now I can take that out. Alright, let's see. Oh, I saw it. How do I get the headshot now? No headshot through it? I did that before. I shot through the thing last time. Oh yeah, what am I doing? I can just take it. I don't have to even destroy it now. Alright, we'll get more power. Okay, yeah, I'd make sure there was no growly, annoying bat dog coming after me from in here. Oh, I think a little slow response there. I'm moving faster than I can. Tips. Yeah, I mean, decide first if you want to play the storyline or not. Mine did bug on me this game around, and it is early access, still being developed, so you're gonna have problems like that. But yeah, prioritize what you want to do. You probably need to worry about first finding boulders that you can break for some ore, so you actually have supplies to make things that you need. You'll be able to use like the portable constructor and everything to make more stuff. And unless you are just set on having everything be your own design, if you want to use stuff from the workshop, I suggest checking out some of the base designs and looking for one that is lower cost. Look for a very specific, you know, starter base design. And I've done a few of those in the showcases that you could check out. And yes, J. Randall and Excalibur have excellent designs. There's been some other ones I've looked at too. And just, you know, trick is find one that you like, is cost effective enough, you feel like you can get it in a time frame that you're not going to feel like it's taking too long. Because you definitely don't want to feel like you're exposed to attack and everything for too long. You definitely will need to find a place to be protected. And if you pick not the easier starting planet, the temperate one, but if you go with the non-temperate, the one that's going to have no oxygen, breathable atmosphere, you're going to want to make sure you are working on getting oxygen production going, which means you need a water generator very quickly. And you'll probably want to build an underground base if the planet is like that, because then you'll have a patrol vessel coming after you too at some point. And those are a little bit tougher to take care of if you are still, you know, unprotected in terms of no base to defend yourself. There's also, if you are looking and interested, there are some designs on the workshop. Check out, again, Excalibur. He does have a set of designs, one of those being a design that is a very cheap hover bike. So instead of using the little mini bike, motorbike here, you can actually build this little hover bike that he has to get around. And it's very cheap, but there's also now the prefab one, so you can build something like this early off and be able to get around a little bit easier. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I need to go back for more. But yeah, I always say, you know, unless you are keen specifically on building your own designs and using just your own designs, browse the workshop. Check out some of the showcase videos again, and find a design like beginner style base and vehicle designs to get you started, and then decide where your needs are later. Do you want a big ship to carry around a bunch of hover vessels and small vessels? Do you want just a simple one capital vessel, one hover vessel, and one small vessel top design? How do you want to play the game? Decide that. Me, I kind of, you know, for utility, I stick with one or two hover vessels. You know, like I've got my tank and I've got another one now for just harvesting. I can, you know, come back here and strip this whole thing down quickly, or go and harvest out the resource deposits. And then I have my small vessel for flying around, doing the initial attack, and doing this kind of stuff where I go inside and snag everything that I feel most critical. And, you know, as they're saying in chat, you know, like certain weapons are better. So, but I usually, you know, once you start rating some points of interest, you're going to find weapons readily in there. Like here, I've got assault rifle tier 2. I've got a whole stockpile of weapons back at my capital vessel right now. You're going to find plenty of stuff like that. Alright, that is enough here for this one. Yeah, no more of that. That one I can get later with my hover vessel. Let's see, we need to go. I feel like I should check the deposits, but I did come up recently and restock the fuel on them. So I don't think it's going to be a question. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. We're going to the drone base now. We're right at the 1 hour mark for the stream. That's 3 points of interest taken over. Time to go finish off the drone base that I did not get through with before. I did not have the rocket launcher to take out that stupid turret that's hanging on the underside waiting to ambush you. I think this is, yes, this is one I have. Oh, no, it is out of fuel. Well, good thing I decided to swing down lower and look. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need that many. We'll do that. We'll go here. Let's see how much I've got. Oh, yeah. Take that. And here's a trick. It's been mentioned before. I can't remember who mentioned it in the stream before. But if you, like, let's say I've got sits right here. If I just dump by holding shift and clicking, you see I still have all sits. But it actually gives me credit for a 7th fuel pack in there. So very helpful when you use higher end power sources like the fusion cells. You get basically a free fusion cell. And now, you know, we'll start with this one. Bunch of iron. There we go. I think that was one I must have missed. Got quite a few auto miners going on this planet at the moment. Or on the moon. Not planet. Got plenty going on the planet as well. Let's see if I can actually see the planet. Cannot from here. I still see the, somewhat, the power station there. Yes, finding Promethium is helpful. Generally now, I don't really run out of multi-tool charges. Once you really get going with the points of interest, you're going to be able to get plenty of those. And if you start using, once you unlock the multi-turret and start using that more, so basically you won't need the multi-charges as much. They are helpful at the beginning. I would use the Promethium for that, and then also use Promethium, save it for like fusion cells. I know some people think that you know, it's very tedious and inefficient to get biofuel, but if you have the right design for a hover vessel with plenty of wood harvesting, get biofuel. Because what you can do is you can put the wood into a portable constructor, make biofuel, take the biofuel, fill up your base, and then once you fill it up, if you go to manage, like I did at the points of interest, you can withdraw the fuel. And when you withdraw it, it is Promethium pack. So it's a good way to convert it into a better storable format and use biofuel for most of your power early off until you actually have enough Promethium to start putting it towards fusion cells. And then until then, I just use Promethium basically for either weapons or, you know, weapon ammo kind of stuff. And hello, Danielle. Thank you for finally coming. And no, I have not made a ship design. I have made a hover vessel, but I don't have anything on the workshop. My designs are just kind of blah when it comes to it. I'm much more of a function over, you know, looks. I would rather have it be that, oh yeah, I built this and it does this functionality and it does it well, but it looks like a big block of metal. That's more of my style of design, because I'm just not a good one in terms of the visuals on that. But that being said, I have made a few designs. I just have not put them on the workshop because they're much more for my specific use and the way I play the game. Alright, let's see. I'm pretty sure I got all these. Yeah, okay. I've already got these. It was the underground here. And, there it is. That's what I was looking for. That spot. Oh, there we go. 2 rockets and it's gone. That annoying thing that killed me, or almost killed me before. I don't think he actually killed me. Almost killed me. Is now gone. Still hear stuff. Oh, and we've got a stuck golem over there. I also know that's where I need to blow up the guns on each side, because they will shoot me when I get lower, and I don't want to do that. And oh yeah, I know where the mechanoid sounds are coming from. It's the corners. No plasma cannon yet. No, I have not built the plasma cannon because of resources needed to make the ammo. Basically, I'm conserving certain resources specifically to use for building other components. And hey, there we go. Plus, I mean, rocket launcher, things like that work perfectly fine at this stage of the game. I've never had a problem with those. Just like I'm using the enhanced pulse rifle because I constantly get projectile rounds. I don't have to worry about making any ammo for it. I always have ammo because I'm always picking it up from here. I've got stacks and stacks of projectile rifle rounds because of it. Alright. Let's see. Is it what? Yep, right there. Alright, there we go. Oh, little drink. Some water, you know, good to stay hydrated. Xenu Fortress, we already did that on the planet. That was, you know, a lot of stuff in it. What? Who's... Oh! Shoot me from all the way over there. Usually that has not happened. Oh. They're not good at aiming. And... sayonara. Oh, come on. There's one more I did not get. Right? I feel like there's one I did not get to collect the supplies from. There we go. You can have crew members in terms of NPCs, but they don't like really do anything, I think. You can actually, I mean, if you want to play it with friends, yeah, you could technically then have crew members that, you know, hang out with you and passengers and just have one big ship. But, you know, if you're going to play single player, then you could just do like NPCs. And with that said, you don't even have to have human ones. I'm pretty sure you can still use the NPCs to also make some alien ones. Alright, come on. Ooh, glass panes. Yay. Just what I always wanted. You know? Christmas came early. I think it just spawned another troop transport on top of the existing troop transport. There we go. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna take that and take... Oh! Trumpet greens! That is a new one for me. I have not seen the trumpet greens yet in this gameplay. Yes, gold you can find quite readily, actually, in points of interest, unless you are planning to do a lot of NPCs. You can find more than enough gold in your NPC, or the points of interest for a few NPCs here and there. I think maybe the worst one I've had at any point for gold in a design build was like not even 100 gold. It was like 30 gold, 15 gold, stuff like that for a few NPCs. You're not going to need a huge amount of gold, so you should be able to get most of that typically from just the points of interest on your starter planet. Unless they changed that since I started this game save. Alright, yep, I need more O2. A little more. Get some food. Need to eat the energy bars up. There we go. Empyrion is better developed at the moment. I played both Empyrion and Planet Nomads, and Empyrion is much better developed. It's also, I think it's been around, honestly, longer than Planet Nomads. It has a much more active community, I would say, just for the fact that you have more active workshop, because they've had workshop integration longer. Planet Nomads recently added workshop integration finally, but there's a lot of stuff that Planet Nomads does that Empyrion doesn't do, like the physics. The use of physics in the game, it actually is focused around proper physics interactions, whereas Empyrion, we don't quite have that. They have been working to improve it, but that's mostly in, like, if you take the wrong block out, the structure collapses. Planet Nomads, you can have a, you know, a certain piece, a certain component designed specifically so that it will spin when you activate something, and it serves, you use that for a certain type of triggering function. So it's a little different between them. But Planet Nomads is definitely nowhere near as optimized as Empyrion is. And at the same time, Empyrion does not have quite as much stuff actively being done in it, really, as Planet Nomads does. What? Come on. I've had it do this before. It let me place... Why is it not... Now it won't let me place... There we go. There we go. So, core is gone, which is what I wanted. We're just going to do this. I'm going to, there. So I don't accidentally break it down when I do come here to start taking stuff apart. Oh, thought I had all those already. Oh, okay, I'll take those. Did I take all? Nope. Yeah, I took the O2 tank. Alright, we'll take 60. The drone bases never have much in the way of fuel, it seems. It's like they're running off of some secret power source that doesn't convert to what I use. And yeah, I heard the troop transport spawn again. I need to just go up there. I have not actually tested it, but I think even after I take over the point of interest here, the drone base, that the troop transport still continues to spawn regularly if you destroy it. So as long as you have like a pad there, I think it spawns in. I don't typically use the motorbike mark because most of the time I actually am, you know, in like a small vessel or something like that. I use the motorbike only if, like, I stop to gather some supplies, you know, that are... Go out and actively pick them up by hitting F. And I'll use that so I don't go out, grab one thing, get back in the small vessel or hover tank, drive a short distance, pick up something else. You know, one little thing. So I'll use it on occasion, but not often. I actually need to take it out, really, and just keep it in my... I need to have one in my small vessel, one in my hover tank inventories, just so if I need them, they're there, but most of the time I don't use it. I've gotten less and less dependent on it. Oh yeah, I forgot about the table. Oh, and that. Now, early in game, obviously, you're going to use the motorbike a lot because it's the one of the easiest ways to get around, but now, late game, I really don't use it much. It's just there because I haven't really thought about taking it out yet. I keep hearing it sound like it's regenerating the troop transport. I need to go blow up the troop transport a few times and see if I get if it keeps regenerating them. Because that's a way to get some good resources there, since the drones bugged out on me and stopped working. Oh, and that'd be another thing, ProNot. If you do, you know, get a base set up, make sure it's defended against drones, because the drones will start coming, and as long as you're near the base, they will come on a regular basis. First 1, then 2, then 3. So the more time you spend towards the base, the more drones you'll get. And drones give you really useful resources. Some cases, stuff that takes a Restrum and Zascosium to make. And that's a good way to farm some of those resources early off. So make sure you've got a base that's defended against drone attacks when you do build a base, and you'll get basically free supplies from the drones. Alright, we're dumping in back. Trumpet Greens, that's a new one. I have not had Trumpet Greens in the game before, so I'm assuming it is some brand new option. Yeah, that's not strong enough against those. We'll come back with the small vessel in a moment and blow that thing up. Alright, resources, as much as I can grab. Alright. Let's see, was it this? No, I just did that one. It's over here. Got some more to get. Alright, there we go. Alright, back to where I was at. And yep, this side too. There we go. Let's see. Plenty of walkways and railways. And that's interesting terrain setup right there. Like they couldn't decide, like, oh, we've got to have a gap here for the turret to shoot through, but we don't really want to spend all the time building, you know, everything up right. So we'll just leave these big chunks of dirt over here. I think that is it. I think that's all of it. I think that is, yeah, everything major here, which I can come back with my new hover vessel and get more stuff. Right now, we're going to drop this stuff in that I can. See, there it goes. It sounds like it just spawned in another troop transport for me. I wish that was the case. I could just sit there and keep blowing them up and have like 8 copies right there all together, blow them all up at one time, but not going to work that way. What I can do, though, is I've got plenty of ammo, so I'll shoot them. Not going to do a warp today. I am trying to finish up everything. I like to get, at least on the starting planet, get everything possible from the starting planet that I can before I leave the planet area. Because usually you really can get everything you need on the first planet to make most designs. It's not an issue to sit there and be like, oh, hey, you know, I don't have enough neodymium or sathium, whatever. You just have to harvest the points of interest and tear them apart, like I've been doing. Let's see, crash capital vessel. I think I've already cleared that, but I want to check just in case there is some more thrusters there that I forgot to get. Want to see the CV? We will get back to it. I'm definitely going back to drop everything off before the stream is over. Right now, I want to check some more spots, and then we'll go to the CV, drop supplies off, and get into my new hover vessel, and we'll do some running around with it too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I got everything out of this that I needed, but not 100% on this. There may still be some stuff here. I cannot remember. Been a while since I actually was like up here working steadily on my own off screen. So I cannot say for sure, but I'm pretty sure I got everything. Did not get all the railing, that's for sure. Ah, there we go, I broke it. Let's see. I don't see any digging except over here. Oh yeah, I dug out to... I did take care of this because there was the core buried there. You could see it just through the grate. So I dug out so I could blow it up, and I took all the really good stuff, like thrusters, out. And then I just kind of took my core with me. I wasn't worried about keeping it here. Ah! For things like that to happen. Oh, that was a shocker right there. That I was not expecting it to blow up that quickly and easily. One little block and the whole thing just falls apart. Just hit that wrong one block and everything breaks. I think there's one I took a light out and half the ship broke. Alright, let's see. So I've got that one covered. I'm pretty sure then I've done the spaceport, especially since there's no core listed for it. I would have already done it same time. So it should be a should be already finished. But we'll go check it out anyway. Big. I think that might be where I was thinking about putting my oh wait, no, I did not get it. I actually do have still something that could shoot me. Huh. And of course the you know, the name has to show up on top of where the turret is, so I can't see it so easily. Alright. Well, okay, so I actually have not been to this one yet. Alright. We have something to do. Oh, I saw you. I saw you trying to shoot me like that. You spawned right in. There we go. Trying to sit there and machine gun a Zirax can be a little troublesome when you are in a small vessel. How much damage did I take? Ah, nothing. Practically nothing. I know I heard a hit from that rocket. See how my... Oh, nope. Cockpit is still good. Let's see. I have not done one of these in a while. So this is going to be a new experience. Or at least newer, since I don't remember how it was set up in the past. Why are you moving so quickly? It's like, oh, he's on our roof. Go get him. Haha. They gave me an advantage on that one. Okay. Assuming they're up there. Oh. Aha! Mm-hmm. Tricky! Alright, let's see. I'm being cautious. I went backwards. Surprised I wasn't getting shot from behind, too. Oh, there's so many of them. Haha! Actually, let me heal. How's my armor? Oh, armor's still pretty good. Alright, I gotta get this other... Yes, spawner, bye-bye. Alright, another spawner around the corner, maybe? Yep. So this is very similar to the other locations. Once you get inside, it's the outside's a little different. And that spot there. Alright, let's blow this door too. And on my oxygen. Burning through oxygen so much faster than I remember in the past. Oh, he ran! He was running around the corner. Oh! Shotgun. Alright, I don't hear their grunting sound. Aha! Ah, no more Xerax spawns. Alright, that... Shotgun guy, he was like, I want to kill him. And comes running right at me. He was getting on it. Alright, let's throw supplies away. Yep, plenty of projectile rounds. Again, no reason why I stick with this gun because I get plenty of those. Yep, we're gonna do that and that there. And that should be in one of these. Nope, apparently, there goes. Yes, that took a big chunk of my health when he did that one hit. At least I got him with a good shot to the head, killed him as he was running up on me. And at least, if I do die up here, I can either respawn close by or spawn at the capital vessel, which is on the moon as well. He was like, I'm just hanging out. You know, nothing going on. I'm bored. Ignoring all the gunshots I hear. I see a guy sitting out there. It's not supposed to be here. And then, bam, he's shot in the head. Alright, give me some lights. Oh yeah, I need to put a core in first before I keep going to get better results from this. And I am down to my next to last core. But I think, unless I'm wrong again, that should be pretty much the last spot on the moon that I have not already kind of taken out. If you're asking me about games for survival, it depends on the game. I like Empyrion because it's not just survival, it's building. I like Plant Nomads because it's building. It's not really a survival game in my eyes because there's so much more of a focus on the building element. And same thing with Empyrion. These are building games. Survival to me is more like this new game Green Hell that I'm playing, because you're simply trying to survive. You don't have anything in there right now to build that is super sized. You can't sit there and be like, hey, I'm gonna build this massive base. It's not like that. It's much more focused on just the essentials of staying alive in an Amazonian jungle. So I like those that are like that, but games like Empyrion, Plant Nomads, even Subnautica, to me those are building games, not survival games, because it's too quick and easy to get to a point that survival is just simple. There's no effort. And once you get to a certain point in Empyrion, you're not surviving. You're living in luxury. And yes, 7 Days to Die is also decent for base building, but it's also because of the way 7 Days to Die is built to increase difficulty every 7th day. It's also a bit more like a survival game. There's certain limitations in it. You're not just building up this big, massive automatic stuff. Empyrion, you can automate a lot of things. Plant Nomads, you could really automate a lot of things. And it gets to a point where, yeah, you're just building bases or ships rather than surviving. But games like Green Hell, you're surviving. That's the main focus, and I like them both. Each one has its own merits, depends on what I feel like playing. But in terms of this, I'm not playing Empyrion for the idea of it being like, oh, I'm trying to survive as I make my way around the solar system. I'm doing this to build and explore and kill some Zirax. You know? And try out designs. To me, that's the big thing for Empyrion, is the designs. Some people like Empyrion for PvP. That's, you know, personal preference. Alright, what we got here? I'm getting decent stuff today, but nothing really, nothing that I want to jump up and down with joy about. I think that's all of the really good stuff. Oh yeah, my vent shaft. I like how they got these vent shafts all around the place. So many goodies. I'm not even worried about the pentaxid that's all around, because I've got a lot of pentaxid already as well. Let's see, power station. That one does not have... Or where's that other one? Is that the one? No, that can't be the one I just did, because... Yeah, I've already gone all the way around the planet again. There's the power stations. Wreckage. So yeah, that's another one I need to go to. And the supply station I know I've already done. And then we're going to go here back to the capital vessel. Or Bumblebee. Exorcism, I have been on for an hour and 36 minutes at the moment. Pantropy is not available yet, Argonaut. I did look at it, and it looks interesting, but last I looked at it was TBA. Did not have a date for it to even be available to play yet. So if that's changed, I would like to know, but I'm pretty sure I've got it saved on Steam to let me know when it is available. And oh, I did have another power station I had not taken out yet. Well, great. There goes my last core. Alright, so at least I came with enough cores to take out everything today. Get this. Let's see, what we get? What we got? That's nothing. Give me something good. Nothing good. Just some weak Prometheum packs. Alright, let's go. Sure, no. Oh, spawner, spawner, spawner. There we go. There. Alright. I am... Armor's good. Food's good. Oxygen is, well, you know, decent enough. Go ahead, top off the oxygen. There we go. Hey, they really don't give that much in parts to worry about it, Alex. I usually just destroy it anyway. Just because, I mean, yeah, if I approached from the other side, I might could have done it, but they really, I mean, I've done that and gathered them, and they just don't give enough in parts to really worry about it that much. Yep. Alright, let's see. I know where they are. Yep, there we go. Tell you what, actually this time, let me get my zoom. Oh, come on. I shot him. What? Excuse me? Did they line up perfectly? Because there should be another one there. There should be two there. Don't tell me he's despawned already. There we go, okay. And, yes, there should be more coming from that side. Let's see, can I get... Alright. Oh, there they are. They didn't see me. Nothing can compare to going on a rampage, riding a T-Rex with laser cannons on its head. Well, if that's what you want, you need to check out a game, Collision Course. I don't think you can actually tame a dinosaur, but it's a, you know, dinosaur world survival game. And of course, I know you're referring to Ark. I think instead of the T-Rex, I would go with the, what was it? Quetzalcoatl? The big flying one? Yeah, that would be my thing. I'd have to go with it for a mobile base. You get on that thing, you build a little base, you can fly wherever on the planet with it. Taking your base with you, kind of like, you know, we do here in Empyrion. Take your base all over with you, because, you know, that's how it's done. You have all your stuff with you. You don't have to worry about it. Like, oh, I forgot to bring this. I was about to forget bringing my core with me. That's why I came back. The Quetzalcoatl cannot have lasers, but the T-Rex can. Well, T-Rex, not as fast, easy to get around some places as the flying dinosaur base. I'm sure, though, the T-Rex probably could carry a little bit more weight, I would think. Okay, something just bugged there. That's one of the weakest explosives I've ever heard. It's just like... Oh, come on. Let me... There we go. And bye-bye. Alright. And of course, I'm out of explosives now. Oh, let me get my oxygen and power before I forget. Cannot get but one out of this. 670. So how much? 660. The whole point is the T-Rex can have lasers on its head. Well, yeah, I can't argue there. It can have lasers on its head. But me, I would still like to have a base. I was like, hey, I'm taking my whole base with me. Have your lasers on the head. I'm gonna take my base and just fly over here away from you, where you can't shoot me with your lasers. I'm gonna fly up to the top of this mountain peak where your T-Rex cannot climb. And I'm gonna hang out there away from your lasers. That's what I'll do. Let's see, what else we got? Besides the nice sunrise over there. Oh yeah, I need to get some more power. I feel like there should be something in there. If they're going to have that little gap, there should be something there that I need to get. Excalibur's finally here. Alright, the party can really begin now. We've been waiting on you, Excal. You've left us hanging. Alright, next stop is back to the capital vessel. So, Pro Knight, you get to see the capital vessel, and now you've got Excalibur to ask about his design recommendations. I'm sure he's got several he can recommend of his own for there. And Danielle, you can get your Tappa and chase after me with your little fighter ship. I'll move my base up there and set up a temporary defense. I'll move it up there and bring a baby T-Rex and teach it to hold a laser on its head till it gets big enough. I don't know. I haven't played Ark in a long time. I gave up on Ark when they released the first expansion, the first DLC. Then they said, oh, here comes another DLC. And I said, just like many other players, but where's the optimization that we've been asking for a while on this game so it doesn't run bad? Because even with my 1080 graphics card, there were times that it would just freeze for a second or two and then jump forward. I think I've actually got all of the stuff on the moon taken over now. Everything's been conquered, and it's just taking everything apart. Here we are, my Nomad XT that you asked about, Pro Knight. It's a nice big capital vessel. And a very small Promethean deposit left over there I'll have to get momentarily. Try to get this as far back as I can. Save time walking out the door. Alright, first, before I cut power, that. And some of that. There we go. So my capital vessel is sitting on top of like a plateau in the middle of a crater. Just kind of balancing here. More food I don't need. And I don't know what the trumpet greens are for. I have not had to use those yet. Those are brand new. So we'll have to look at those momentarily. Let's see. Tons of stuff for breaking down in the deconstructor. Wait. Night vision goggles are going bye-bye. I've already got too many of those. I'm just gonna dismantle them completely. Guns. Actually, ammo. Do I have any ammo? No, I don't. I like to keep my stuff organized because it makes it easy to find stuff later when I need to. And I'm gonna have to start breaking down some guns. Ooh, pistol upgrade kit. That's new. Alright, my armor. Wait. I changed some things around. I'm trying to remember what I did. I did change up a few things. Oh, yeah, I might need oxygen. I think my plants might be dead. That's not a good thing. My plants may be... Oh, no, they're not dead. Good. Oh, that would have been very bad to find my plants all dead because I forgot to turn on my oxygen coming up here. At least they didn't die with the grow plots or grow lights going. We can put that there. And yeah, some stone dust, that'll help. Hydrogen bottle can go up here. Now I have done some reorganizing. Not so much with these, but with these. As I said I was going to do it, I have compacted everything down to one single structural box here. Or cargo 32 variation. And it's basically the two I had compressed down now to where it's 2 boxes for every type of resource. And then I have spares on the end that I have not even labeled yet. This one is like the sprouts only. So I've got several boxes left to play with over there for storage. And I'm just trying to figure out where to put everything. We can put that there and trash those. Too many of them. Want to heal. And should be good on O2 now. Fuel usage on a normal planet, it's not that bad. I mean, yeah, flying around on the moon, probably a little bit better, but, you know, right here, I turned my thrusters and RCS off. I have a movement group, which turns off all of that. So, as you see, I got 31 hours of use right now. If I turn that on, it's down to 17. So, that helps a lot when I need to keep the fridges powered on so my food does not spoil. Otherwise, I can just, you know, turn everything off. But if you got food, you don't want to turn your fridges off. So I make sure I have a way to turn off all of my thrusters and RCS on most of my vehicles so that I get the best power usage I can for that. It's not the Pack Mule. These are Cargo 32s, and these are custom versions I've done where I basically labeled and color-coded everything for my use so I know what goes where, and it just makes it a lot easier on me. Let's toss more stuff in. So, like, I know, you know, it may be confusing to you, but it works for me. I know that, like, okay, this is just stuff for throwing in the factory, throwing in the deconstructor, things that I, you know, I'm going to break down to their components, and like antennas, things like that, generators, those, yeah, multi-tools, of course. Oh, and I missed a generator. I have fuel and other, like, things like oxygen here. I have a thing for weapons. I have ammo boxes, all that stuff for just collecting a lot of things that eventually I might need and may not need initially for a little while. Let's see. Yep, got those. I've got building components like those. I've got stuff for, as you see, steel plate because I have a lot of steel plate from my deconstructor running. Hardened steel plate, things like that. So it gives me a lot of storage space and lets me just build up stuff so I don't have to worry about, oh, I need that and I don't have it now because I took it apart or something. Oh, and I got some more food. Oh, and before I forget, I noticed before, cargo boxes, because I need to put more explosives in my inventory. I definitely recommend, you know, once you get, don't use it early, but once you have enough resources for it, build like a pack mule, as somebody, you know, was mentioned. The Cargo 32, I like it because it's basically the width of 2 pack mules. Fits in very nicely in some of the spaces that I have on my, you know, the designs I use. And more importantly, it actually adds a little bit extra storage because you don't have a gap in the middle between them. It gives you a little bit more. So I think, was it a pack mule is that 9, and then you'd have another 9, and I get, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you know, 32 boxes. Yeah, cargo 32, duh. And so it gives me a lot more storage. There are bigger designs too, but I like this one because it fits nicely in the same space as 2 cargo boxes. More ammo. Lots of ammo. This is why I wish we had some kind of organizational method in the game where you just be like, hey, you know, this needs to go here because it's this. And so many multi-tools. So many multi-tools. Oh, wait, not that. Raw pentacid is one of these elements. Oh, ammo boxes definitely go back in here. Cement, yes, and then my materials here. I did at one point have 3 of these pro knot, but as I told people in the other stream recently, that was basically because at one point when auto miners did not deplete resource deposits, I would have like a 2 or 3 cargo boxes full of Erestrum and Zascosium at some point in the game. And so I had 4 boxes for everything. And now that's not... Now you can do that, I just don't do it that way. I usually have the auto miners deplete to make it a little bit more realistic. And that you don't have unlimited resources. And that means that I don't need as much storage in some things. Okay, we got... shutter doors, cargo box, antennas. So many random things. Again, devs, if you watch, please organize some way, some automatic thing. You know, I'll dump it in here and have it automatically sort all my weapons to this one or something like that. An advanced constructor is going to be useful. Alright. Ammo. Always nice having ammo, you know, so I don't have to worry about actually making ammo at any point. Alright, I'm trying to think. There we go, yes, okay, that. Oh yeah, multi-tool, another multi-tool. Yeah, okay, detox kit, now that. Refined pentacid. I think I put that here. Yep, I did. This. There. And. Okay. Now I know what to do. Everything else is in these 2 boxes. Except for that. Still getting used to these new icons in some cases. I'll look at it and I'm like, oh, that's this, and no, it's not. Alright, a little bit more, and then this one, and then, oh yeah, yep, I got the iron there from the auto miner as well to toss in. So plenty of resources. Tons of resources. Yeah, let's see, let me think. Oh, that's wood. There we go, Erestrum. Or no, Zascosium. Erestrum already did that. Let's see, Sathium. I tried to keep these fairly color-coded, but in some cases the colors are not quite the same as they used to be, and that throws me off a bit. Alright, magnesium. There we go, yeah. Because it used to be gray. Not gray now. It used to be. Okay, of course, yeah. Oh, that's cobalt. Dark blue cobalt. Light blue promethium. Again, I just adjusted all this, so I still gotta get used to my new organizing for that. Nope, that goes here, 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 here. Yep. At some point, I'm going to do a medical supplies box, I think. This HV, well, that one is the Anubis. It's the tank one. I'm not going to use it now because it's just the drill turrets on it. This is the new one I'm going to actually take and run around in a moment with, because it is by one of our other creators, Honar, and it's also an interesting design because it has a lot of focus on harvesting, which is what I needed one. I needed some kind of harvesting setup to go out and get POIs, get things from the resource deposits, you know, trees. Oh, okay, so I used up all my LCD screens, yeah. So it is what we're about to use for a little brief, quick run as I start going around the moon, gathering up all the stuff. Let me make sure I've got everything dumped down. I don't think... Can I even break the flashlight up to components? I don't think I can. I'll just put it there for now, just in case. Oh, and magnesium power goes over here. Yep, there we go. Alright, this trip and then one more, and we're done. I'll get my food taken care of, my oxygen back up, and I'll make sure that's fully fueled up. Because once I leave, I'm gonna be gone with it for a while. I'll be out and about, gathering up resources, and oh wait, that's right, I don't put them there. This is a building component, so they go there. So I have 40 auto miner cores again. And I think I've got almost 20, or roughly around 20 auto miners maybe built now at this point. So I've got plenty of auto miners. It's just a matter of, it's a pain to power them and keep them going like that at times. Like, yeah, okay, there we go. Finally into the actual resource bars too. I'm gonna have so, oh wait, no, that can go... Yeah, there. Because it's hard and still... Oh. Can go there. Hard and still... Oh, I put the wrong ones in there. Actually, that's my fault there. Okay. Yeah, we're actually almost done with the majority of this. And... yeah. This is not the most fun part of the game, but... so we can organize things automatically. This is how I keep track of where everything is. So I know when I need something where to look. Alright. Plenty of storage. Now, I know it was being mentioned, again, you know, the cargo SVs, you know, you can put fridges on them. You can do all that sort of stuff. My preference, I just use them really for one purpose, and that is... to store my stuff, so when I move from a base to my capital vessel, I just fly the small vessel out, and hey, all my stuff's with me. It makes it a lot easier to carry everything around and transport to another, you know, design, instead of having to go and go, oh yeah, let me go and grab this and inventory at a time. That's why it'd be cool at some point for them to add like a hopper type thing, like if you played Minecraft, the hoppers, where I can have a cargo box I just dump everything into and it drains from there. That would be a cool little addition and would make things so much easier for me. That's the kind of thing I miss from playing Minecraft, was the ability to just say, hey, you know, here's a box full of stuff, and I'll walk away. Yeah, okay, there we go. Good. Force fields, I think I've actually... there we go. I've used up a lot of my force fields, deconstructing them. Because they do give some good resources. Alright, last, finally, last tiny bit. Silicon and a bunch more iron. I think I've got plenty of iron right now. Between steel plate and everything else, I should be well covered for that. So now, I need to eat. And why waste my rations when I've got so much other stuff here? Actually, let's eat the pizza. Space pizza. Yeah, hoppers or transfer pipes. Like, that's one thing I've been liking about Planet Nomads is the conveyor system. And that's what my new base has been set up for, is to tie everything in together so I can just basically, you know, dump everything into one cargo box. And later on, have my miners all tying into the same cargo system. And I don't have to worry about mining for resources. Everything is already handled automatically. And we need something like that in Empyrion. And speaking of Planet Nomads, I've got a problem right now. I'm waiting for the new update to get fixed because they released an update that was to fix certain things. And it fits some things, but it also fits some other things where they don't work. Because my game is broken now. Once again, this is the second time I've had my save in Planet Nomads get broken by an update. And I'm not happy with it. Let's see what my time is. 30, that's plenty of time for this. I'll more than cover my work here, so we'll be good. Yeah, I may not have much of a video this week for Planet Nomads because they really broke things on my game with this new update. And I think I'm not going to be able to actually get my vessel back up. I don't think I'm going to be able to get back up there with it like this. I'm going to have to land somewhere else and get up there that way. But I'll do that later. Let's go ahead. We'll get the new deposit here. And it's not very big, which is fine. I may add some more drills to it. Just to make it go a little bit faster. And see if there's really that big of a difference. I know some of the other designs I tested, it really didn't seem to make that big of a difference between like 6 and 8. Is that it? Is it gone? Yes, it's gone. Alright. Here we go. Large iron deposit. I need to get rid of the big ones. They're going to take a while. So we'll go. And the reason why this one caught my attention, besides Holdnar, because he has done some really good designs in the past. This one has defenses already built in, and it has a spot for multi-turret. All I had to do was add it, and all I had to do is add the drill turret or drill lasers to it. And that's one reason why I'm doing this, is to get away from the drill turrets, because that one little laser is a bit slow in harvesting compared to 6. Plus, this has really good speed. And you know what? I'm gonna go in from the side. Let's go straight in through the hillside here. The crater wall. Now this is one I did do some other designs in testing that were slimmer than this one. I did not use this one that much yet. I just settled on it because it has all the features I need overall. But I don't know how well it's going to work in terms of fitting inside. Like right now it seems to be getting... Oh, there we go. I had to open up a little bit wider than some other designs. But it does have the benefits of turrets for that stray drone. And a multi-turret on top now. I'm not really worried about this being a battle type thing. That's what the Anubis is for. I can take the Anubis, go out. If I want to harvest a deposit, I can. Otherwise, I could drop a auto miner on the deposit and just use the Anubis to travel the entire planet, gathering up trees and stripping points of interest. This is for after every POI has been taken out. Drone base is disabled. No patrol ship. Just quickly cleaning up what's left on a planet or moon so I can move on. The auto miners are great. They're passive, but they're slow. I did a lot of chasing the night too since last live stream on this, and it did not help that much. Yes, I have 2 harvester modules on this SV or HV. There's 2 harvester modules in the very middle on the front, so I can get trees with it if I need to. But generally, I don't need to worry about that other than they're in my way. And it has 6 harvest cargo boxes, so I can go out and strip probably every single resource deposit here and have still room for more in those boxes. And if that ends up not being the case, if 6 cargo or harvest cargo boxes is not enough, there's several cargo boxes in here. I just have to empty stuff out of one harvest box and put it into a cargo box, and then I'll know that I just need to replace them with all harvest cargo boxes. And yeah, okay, that's it. I just want to get that last little piece. I didn't think it would have anything, and it didn't, but I still wanted to clear it. So let's see. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. We're gonna step inside real quick, and it should be this one. So just over 2,000, not quite 2,500 in iron from a large deposit. Definitely seem to get more from the auto miners though. That's very large. Okay, let's go. We need cobalt. I'll get cobalt next. Cobalt's always useful. CVs with drill lasers, since you can still use the drill turrets on them, but being able to put multiple drill lasers is faster overall. And it depends on where you place them. Mine, I don't have anything placed yet on the Nomad. I do have an idea of where I want to put it on the front. I just haven't done it yet. And I will be putting them on the front because that's a lot easier to just go in there and drill out an area faster with 5 or 6 drill lasers than it is to drill out with one drill turret. Drill turrets are useful in certain cases, but if you're trying to quickly get a deposit, you want drill lasers and you want a bunch of them. Let me get that rock out of the way. Now there's also designs I've used in the past that there's one I really like. It's called the Meteor Truck. I still have my customized version of it. I did try it again to see if it will work, and it works great for harvesting deposits. It's just not so good with the fact that I don't have a space for harvester modules on it or for any defensive turrets. But it's fast, maneuverable. It harvests, you know, resource deposits like they're nothing, and it works great overall. And it's actually meant to be a meteor harvester. It's actually meant for you to pull up to the meteor, bump your nose into it basically, and turn off some of the thrusters so you just lean forward. You're basically grinding into it, and that's how you harvest out the meteors. That's what it's designed for, but it works well for maneuvering into a resource deposit as well. I just wanted some kind of defense just in case I found that random drone somewhere, or an alien bug, raptor, something like that. I didn't want to have to sit there and worry about maneuvering backwards to jump out and try to shoot them from on top of the vessel. And you see that's a medium deposit right there. Now, many of you are like, I know this, but Pro Knight is asking for tips because he's about to get the game. So I want to help him get a good start. And that is right there, medium deposit done. Very quickly, very easily. Get another large deposit. I'm just gonna, this is what I'll be doing from now to the next stream, is going around gathering up the resource deposits here. And Scal is back. I'm sorry, I didn't know you had disappeared. I've been talking and drilling. No, and R5 Dad makes a good point. You cannot use the laser drills on a CV on a planet surface. It won't work. Those are considered, I guess, interplanetary weapons, and that you have to be in orbit. Or non-atmospheric weapons. You can't be in atmosphere, which know, is kind of the terminology used to say you can't fire this in atmosphere, but I'm on a moon with no atmosphere, and yet I still could not fire them here. So it's really just, you can't use them on a planet or moon. You can only use them in space, and that is simply so you have a way to harvest out asteroids faster in space than having to jump out and do it with the drone or on foot using the little handheld drill. So that's the only real advantage of having the drill modules on your capital vessel, is you need them to be fast at harvesting asteroids. And they are, having 4 or even 2 drill lasers is faster than 1 drill turret. Plus, they get really good range. The capital vessel drill lasers are really good on range. They can get a good distance. So a big capital vessel, not a problem against asteroids. Most of the time, you're going to drill all the way into the middle of it, or close to the middle, and then you go to the other side and drill from there, and you can completely tear an asteroid apart, pretty much. And I am inside where I cannot see as well. There we go. That is the one bane of all mining HVs, is the maneuverability in the end. You just find one that works well for your method of play, the way you scoot around inside the little deposit, and then make the best of it. Asteroid bases? I do not believe I've ever seen anybody build a base on an asteroid, or have one that's meant to be built on an asteroid. I'm not even sure at this point if you can build on an asteroid. I almost feel like you wouldn't be allowed to, like you'd have to build in orbit. Like that'd be one of those things, like you can't build here type elements that is just implemented in the game. But if you can, then I'm sure somewhere somebody's already done it on the workshop. And if not, then yeah, you can yeah, okay, so in space you can only build SV and CV, not bases. Now, that's not true, no. You can build bases in space because there are space stations. R5 Dab, we do have space station designs all over the workshop, and I have reviewed some. We've even had some in the creator challenges, so you can build bases in space orbit. I'm not sure you can build them on the asteroids. That's the real catch, is can you do it in the asteroids? Small cobalt, we'll take that one out. Space station, no, there's actually some, there are bases. The space stations are legit bases because they are set up so you can dock CVs to them. There's one from Jay Randall I've actually looked at a couple times, or used just for fun to test out with, and it is, yeah, you can actually land and dock a capital vessel to it, or at least land on it. I'm not sure if it really treats it like it's docking, but it does have a landing pad. I'm pretty sure it counts as a base. I don't remember ever saying it was just a CV functioning like a base. So I'm pretty sure, well, Excalibur's here. He can confirm that for me. I'm pretty sure he has built one. Actually, I might even have one still on my list here. Actually, I don't. I don't have one in my list, but there are bases you can build. Hey, I recognize that one, that new prefab we've got. Yeah, there's some new prefabs I noticed in one of the new updates that I've seen the original designs that they are based off of that came from the workshop. So you're basically just building the space station. It's like it's floating in the asteroid pretty much. And if the asteroids were moving through space, you'd have a problem that the asteroid would just move through the base or would hit and damage the base. So you can build it in the asteroid. What he said, from what Protocol Omega says, it's just you're floating still. It counts as in space. It's not attached to the asteroid. Large silicon. I don't think we've done a large silicon. I think that was maybe that's the one I was looking at before. Why did it not mark it? Come on. There we go. So yes, the Bumblebee HLN for Holdnar is the creator. The Bumblebee works really well. It's got, like I said, defensive capabilities if I need it. You know, stray drone here and there that I might have missed. Aggressive creature while on a planet. More importantly, it is set up for me to harvest a lot. And I'm harvesting very quickly. Yeah, and that's a good point there. Thank you, Dante, for mentioning that. You cannot drill regular asteroids. You can only drill out asteroids with resource deposits, which is weird. You'd think that they would be pretty much the same composition, but asteroids that have no resources, when you try to drill, it says you cannot drill this. But when you drill the ones that have resource deposits, anything that's not the resource deposit will give you like the regular, I think, crushed stone. It's been a little while since I've actually harvested an asteroid. I can't find any resource asteroids around this planet. They're too spread out. But yeah, you cannot harvest every asteroid. It'll just give you a message saying you cannot harvest this. And thank you for confirming, Excalibur. Yes, like I said, space stations are bases. You can build up there. It's just apparently, you know, in space it counts as its own entity. It's not going to count like, you know, you build inside of a mountain. That base is still its own thing. It's, you know, depends on what's supporting what. Even inside the mountain, I'm pretty sure certain things could, you dismantle the wrong block and the whole thing collapses. Even though it's inside a mountain and should be attached into the mountain walls, I think it can still pretty much break and fall free because it doesn't count like it is whole, like part of the mountain itself. It's its own entity. Bearded Beach Bum. Alright, so Bearded Beach Bum confirmed. Somebody else has already done it. Guess that will work as long as they don't make asteroids actually move in the space field around the planet. Down to 10%. There we go. Alright, 10% left. Make this quick. I think I've already broken the whole thing. It's funny, there's no resource deposit left because it's less than 10%. But I can still get some stuff out of it. Alright, let's see. I'm leveled out. There's my opening. Got some good distance. Alright, let's see. I need some better lighting. On the dark side of the moon. Alright. Well, there's that. I'll get those later. I'm trying to get the middle. Small magnesium deposit. We can take that out real quickly. See, Excalibur builds all of his stuff in space. Sure, that makes it easier to rotate all around looking at the underside than trying to, you know, clip through the ground to do it with God mode. You can just fly underneath and see it. Ah. I'm gonna get through this deposit and then I'm gonna look and see how much I actually have in my harvest cargo boxes at the moment. Can I make it? Can I make it? Make it? Ah, yes, just barely. Got the very edge of it. I got plenty of power right now. You know, 524 minutes just driving around on the moon. Of course, my oxygen is going down. Not as fast. They did add like a somewhat of a physical activity type thing. I guess as you're taking injury or as you run around using stamina, you burn through your oxygen faster. And since I'm not using up any stamina doing this, I'm not burning through oxygen reserves. Alright, there we go. Some magnesium. I can barely see it. Right there, all the way down. See, that done. Small deposit, but it's done that quickly with the lasers. That's why I wanted to go with this. Having drill lasers on the Anubis is going to be helpful at times, but when you want speed, you need regular drill lasers, not drill turrets. I feel like they should have a, you know, build creative mode, maybe. Like, Chris, like what you're saying, have something that's not creative mode, but build creative mode, where it's automatically you have access to anything you want. You have uniform lighting, and it's not even with, like, you can choose to have terrain or no terrain. If you want no terrain, you just want to have an empty void you can build in, then it's an empty void that you can build and fly around and see every angle with full lighting, can adjust the lighting. You know, they could do something like that. It should be able to do something like that. I mean, look at, I don't know if any of you are familiar with it, but the game Besiege. You actually have a build world that's just like empty, and then you could drop into a little test thing and test it with a pre-built test world. They could do something like that here for the designers among us. And that is a good, you know, mention there about SVs with just a bunch of spotlights on them. Andrew, thank you for pointing that out. And Super Killin', thanks for pointing out. If you can find that link, put it in the chat, Excalibur. Because I've done a couple of designs from Super Killin', and he usually has pretty good designs himself. So it wouldn't surprise me he has a specialized work lot design for that purpose. Oh yeah, and I meant to look at my harvest boxes. I did not do that. Let's get this one done. This definitely, then we'll see, because I'm already, yeah, way through some of these. Taking out several deposits since I started this. I know one thing I would like to suggest, I would hope, you know, they can make it, maybe with the drill turrets, not necessarily every turret, but drill turrets, utility turrets, make it where if you are playing on your own, you can tie the turrets together and have them all focus at a single point. mean, it may not work too great with the multi-turrets, but hey, a drill turret, you can have 2 drill turrets side by side and be able to aim them at the same point. That would be helpful, because that would speed things up and give you a little bit more utility for the drill turrets. Now, since most people really do stick more to the drill lasers and just deal with the maneuverability aspect. I like drill turrets because I don't have to worry about maneuvering around as much, but it's not as fast as doing this. Pro Knight, you can recreate Halo and Star Wars and the ship designs. I'm not sure you're going to be able to recreate game mechanics. You're not going to be doing any force chokes on anybody, but we have looked at Halo designs. We've looked at StarCraft designs, Star Wars designs. I've got some of those in the showcases, and we've had stuff like that on the creator challenges. YouTube doesn't allow links. Okay. Then if you know the name, post the name. That will work well enough, and I'll see if I can add that link. If you'll send me the link, I'll add it to the description when the live stream ends, and it can, you know, be on the archive video. The Star Trek designs, I have looked at and used Star Trek designs. I actually have one. It was the runabout that I used for a while in this, not Alpha 8, or when I started back to experimental. At one point, when I was just playing for myself, just having fun with it again, I actually used a Star Trek runabout design because it had a huge amount of storage inside, had a nice little setup overall. It wasn't because it was Star Trek, it was just because it had a lot of function. And now I have a lot of that same function in the Merc that I'm using back earlier, that's sitting at the capital vessel right now, which I have to remember to also go and do some, make sure I put it on my repair bay later. Yes, big, very large iron deposit, and this is taking this long to harvest it with 6 drill lasers. Shattered Realms trailer, I have not looked at that one from Spange. Almost done. Actually, I think we're under 10% now. I like to see, I've got a count going up just on this run before it reset. See over there? Oh, there it goes. That's over 600 iron ore at least. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it counts the deposit as being pretty much finished because I'm under that 10% mark. I still have so much more iron I'm getting. I really don't need the iron, but I want to have everything cleared. One last little bit here. There we go. Alright, where is... There we go. There's my spot. Get out. Alright, let's see. Get up here. We're going to park. Yep. Alright. Time to see. Let's see how much I've actually harvested so far from this. Not even a full 30 minutes. There we go. Thousands of iron. We'll do this so I can even it out. Thousands of iron. Bunch of cobalt. A little bit of promethium. You know, tiny deposit. Very small. Some sathium. Some magnesium. But yeah, I haven't even got to... Is that ammo box? Small ammo box? I thought that was a harvest box. They're all the same color. Okay, so 4 harvest boxes then. And then regular cargo boxes. I will be swapping some of those out if I need to. I don't think I will though. All that, and I am still not even one full harvest box on this. And you know what? Actually, perfect time. Let's see. We've got Spaceport. I really don't need supplies from it. Actually, I didn't do it. I don't have any oxygen on here. My oxygen's getting low. I didn't even think to bring oxygen with me. So I will have to go back to the capital vessel. That's okay. Let's go ahead. I do need to try testing this with the multi-turret. That's another aspect of this. So we're going to do a multi-turret test. And let me... Where is that? There it is. Guess I should have had it by default facing the other way. Yeah, the multi-turret's fast, but you have a lot more tendency to break stuff. He's just like, oh, it broke and it flies off like that. You end up losing some resources that way. But if you're just doing it for the blocks, you're not losing that much. Get the critical stuff first and then come back and just use this as a way to get blocks out of it. Yep. Tons of hardened steel blocks and just more and more stuff. I really don't need it. I just wanted to test this out, make sure it's going to work. And yeah, it's I mean, standard multi-turret. Once it, I get it low enough, I can reposition easily. Yeah. Actually, and I'm going to fix that now. Now that I do have that in my head to do it, I'm going to reposition the multi-turret so it's facing that way by default. Or not. I like how it was pointed the other way and then decided, oh, no, I want to go this, I want to face this way after all. There we go. Alright. Fixed. And now I need to go back to my CV. Where's my CV? There. So time to head back for now, because I need to get oxygen. I need to fill this up. I actually like this. It's actually working really well. In terms of, I've harvested a lot of resources. I've got plenty of power usage out of it. And I've got a multi-turret on it, and it's got defenses in case I get attacked. So I think this is going to be my point of interest and resource harvesting platform from this point forward. It's not too overly big. It's not too small. It gives me plenty of capability, and yeah, it works. That would be cool if you could actually do automation, yeah, on the multi and drill turrets, Chris. But I think at that point they'd be like, well, why have the auto miners then? You just, you make a small vessel, you go sit there and you wait. You just sit there and wait. It's faster, but you'd have somebody with a design that's meant to hover, and it's just going to sit there and drill out a bunch. They probably think it's probably going to be the devs saying that's too OP. But at least give us the ability to, like, maybe pair up, like you're going to bond all of these turrets so when you target, they all target the same spot. So you can have multiple turrets drilling out the same resource deposit under your control. The same, 2 or 3 multi-turrets taking apart a point of interest under your control. Alright, thanks for watching, R5 Dad. Thank you for joining. I don't think we'll be streaming too much longer, but I definitely want to get this back. And yes, that would be useful, Chris, if you could have all of the turrets, like, if you could control them all from a single standpoint, like, hey, I am the only person on this ship, I need to be able to control all my turrets. You could sit there and control all of the offensive turrets, be like, hey, I want every single plasma turret under my control so I can target this. Then, yeah, that would help. But then at that point, they're going to say, what about the stationary weapons? The ones that you actually target directly, like this. I have Gatling guns that I can aim and target directly. You have that on CVs too. They would probably say that eliminates the need for those. I will visit a trading center when I come across one. They kind of took out the admin thing on the starter planet, or at least they did for a while, to where I can't get to it right now on my like, there is no admin on the starting planet. They may have added it back, but if they have, I can't use it at this point. Let's see if I can jump this. Oh, nope. I am stuck. Oh, I made it. Not the way I thought it was going to work, but I did it. Alright, here we go. We're going to kind of land. I want to refill my O2, and we'll dump all this stuff off. There we go. That works. This works really well, actually. I'm really pleased with it. See my health. I mean, I didn't. Yeah, we'll save the template now that I got it set up. Take all of that. Oops. Oops. It's not like I'm getting really that much more off of it there, but go ahead and do it anyway. So I have my few things from the from that spaceport, and everything else is going over here. This is much easier to put away everything after this run. Oh yeah, so much quicker to put everything away on this. There we go. Yep. All right. Starting to remember how I got everything set out. And I can turn the power on for this. I'm just trying to not have to deal with that every time, because sometimes it decides, even though I'm targeting this, even though I can press P and hit it, if I hit Y, it turns off the Nomad power, not this. So, yeah, I don't like having to come up here and do that every time. They need to make it where when you're that close, it doesn't do the base or the capital vessel you're in. And nothing spoiled. Good. Make sure not my plants didn't die in that 1 second. Nope, I'm good. And actually see if my stuff has grown. Alright, how much ammo do it? Yep, all that projectile rounds right there. I've got more in the SV up top. I've got a bunch in the Anubis. Again, why I'm using the enhanced pulse rifle. I have plenty of ammo from Xerax. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to go and make any ammo for it. It's just tons of it from Xerax. They are very fond of projectile rifles. Or projectile rounds. I do have, I mean, that's alright. I got those. I surprisingly did not find that many rocket launcher ammo. I've got some laser rifle cells. That's good. You know, nice bit there. That is going to be a good thing to build up. Laser pistol. So basically just stockpiling all those. I've got all of these. I've got a bunch of enhanced ones. Like another, I've got a laser rifle when I need to switch. I've got rocket launchers. I do not have to build any of these. I've already found enough of them. So I am good to go on that. And I've got plenty of upgrade kits. And good afternoon, Stuart. Afternoon for me. Let's see. Yep, my hover boosters, extra cockpit. Yep, all that. Let me see. I've got ammo somewhere in here for those, I believe. Pretty sure I put extra ammo in here. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it's just the small vessel. It might just be the small vessel. I might have to restock this a bit. I need to get some more cores in here for sure, and I definitely need to get some more cores made for my small vessel to carry. Huh. Why is there sun shining in? I have no windows right here. Why is there sun shining in? It's the same reason as why do the roofs of bases and capital vessels act like they're leaking because the rain gets in. Luxury builds, Pro Knight. If you're looking for just cosmetic type builds, there's plenty of them on there. I've done a few like that in the showcases. Depends on if you want base, you want, you know, capital vessel, small vessel, what. There are some luxury liner type builds, luxury resort type builds. I always go for something that's a good balance, as much visual, you know, nicety as possible, but I'm more about, can it serve the function of a base? Or, you know, fighter craft, mobile work craft. That's my focal point. If it looks good on top of that, then that's a bonus. Go ahead and make some more rations, even though I really don't need them. There we go. Alright, I'll need to repair my SV. I need to, that's repaired. Need to get my SV down here, repair it. I need to get some cores made. And I need to get 11, 14, 17 resource deposits cleared from here. 17 resource deposits left on this base. And I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 8, at least 8 of them have auto miners on them. So almost half. Yeah, that's going to help me out. The Bumblebee, HLN Bumblebee, is going to really help me out on that. And now I've got pretty much everything cleared. I am going to try and finish the moon and the planet before next stream. I'm going to try. I cannot say for sure. I'm thinking next stream I at least want to go and visit maybe Carnifet's Moose Station, or I might do that in the interim. Depends. Actually, you know what? We've got some time. We could do that now. I don't have much time left. Do need to get going very shortly. I may have to wait. We may check that out next stream. I do know I'm getting closer and closer to abandoning the planet and moving on to the next one. And evening, Mondo. The walls, there's only this window right here, and there's only that one. I guess that is the one right there. I guess that's that window. It was coming in at a very interesting angle. It's funny because I was standing there, I didn't really see like the sun shining in, which I would expect it to have been at the right enough angle. That still doesn't explain the rain coming in, but that's how it works at times. Alright. Food's good. Oxygen's good. I mean, I've got plenty of O2 in here still. 75%, 80% power. You know, turning off all my unnecessary stuff cuts your power way down. And if I cut off that, not much difference. Very little difference just keeping the weapons on. So, don't need to worry about that. But turning off repair, turning off constructors, turning off thrusters and RCS when not moving helps a lot. And so that's it. I need to get some more harvesting done. I do need to go ahead and try to get some new, I'm thinking like 2 maybe, at least 1 on each side. Drill lasers right here. I may take these out. I don't know if I really need them that much. I'm not going to be coming out this way all that often. I could put one right there so it can shoot straight ahead if I'm being attacked. And then use those spots as well, maybe for additional reach on drill lasers. I do need to get some drill lasers on this. I want to be able to drill some asteroids when I find them in the next planet system. Yes, I do have a warp drive in the CV. I would not build a CV without a warp drive. It is... let me think, where is it? It's tucked away somewhere in here. There it is. Up there, above my head. So I can take the CV. I probably won't. I'll probably just, if I go to the station, I'll probably just take the SV instead. So I can do, you know, that. Really never use my exterior lights either. That has actually gone to kind of, I don't even use that. I wonder, actually I could do that. Let me check, see. Yeah, lever, thruster, RCS, that's what it's supposed to do. That's what it's supposed to go to. And it does turn them on partially. You know, I like to do... I like to turn everything. I want to be able to use my groups with these. That's another thing I want, is I want groups in these. But then that kind of does remove the need for the custom groups. I might play with that some a bit, but I've already got everything set up. Just use a custom group, put everything you need into that group, and then turn it all off. But yeah, it is well underway. If I can, I will finish up this and the planet before next stream. If not, then we'll still have some stuff left to do here, or at least on the planet. And we'll go to the station next time at the minimum. I might hang around here after I deplete everything, because I do get cobalt meteorites here. And only cobalt. That can be useful. And of course, I still have that space station. Or space farm, I think it was. Space farm outside the, you know, off the surface of the moon up in orbit. I do have that to attack as well. So that could be next episode too. Is what I'm thinking. But that's, we've got a lot done. I went, what? 3, 4, 5 points of interest today, I think. It's a 2 power, or finished the drone base. I took out 2 power stations, an armory, I think another power station, or a spaceport. I've taken out several things. I forgot what all I took out today. We've taken over several things. I've gathered a lot of supplies. I've got a lot more stuff to pump into my deconstructor back down on the planet and get it giving me more supplies. Oh my god, look. Advanced constructor, multi-tools all over the place. Tons of generators. Tons of stuff to give me some really good stuff. Pro Night, I will be streaming Empyrion next week on Saturday again. I stream every week on Saturday for Empyrion. Next week will be another gameplay stream. And then in 2 weeks, we'll be doing the next Creator Challenge. The one for this month. Which, if you would like to get details on that, it's on our Discord. There is a link in the description to join there. It's mostly Empyrion discussion there, but there is discussion with other games as well. But we do a lot of stuff on the Empyrion after the chat as well. That keeps things going during the week. And you can submit to the Creator Challenge through the Discord if you are interested in trying to do something with that. But 2 weeks from now, we will be doing the Creator Challenge for this month, which is, again, a utility vessel, some kind, or utility design, something that we don't already have in the game. Like, there's a design for a CV that you can place down that acts like a road section. So, something similar to that. Something, you know, like, oh, hey, you use this and it can function as an elevator up to this. You can use this and it can function as like a daylight sensor. Something like that. That kind of creativity in the utility aspect is what I'm going for with this design challenge this month. So that is 2 weeks from now. But next week will be a regular gameplay. At the least, we'll be trying to finish things up on the moon, on the planet, in the orbit, and going to the Carnifex Moo Station. Sounds like a sorority thing. But we'll be going there at least. We'll check all that, and then it'll be a decision on what we're going to do next. Where to go from here and see what else we can find around the place. Yes, thank you, Excalibur, Crazy Z, and Kiev. You can check out those if you're still wanting some kind of luxury design. You can check those out. Those are another good ones. But yeah, if you're looking for stuff like that, check the popular ones on the workshop first. You probably see something you like there. And if you want to go even deeper, You can check, like I said, our showcase videos, the ones on my channel for that. You can also check the creator challenges. We've got some interesting ones there, especially if you're looking for specialty focus, you know, like a harvesting vessel. We do have a drop vessel design on there. We also have a challenge where we did popular, you know, content, you know, games, movies, TV shows, things like that. People designed, we had StarCraft, we had Star Trek, you know, things like that on there. So if you're looking for cool designs like that from lesser known creators too, you can check out the showcase videos there and the showcase live streams that I have in archive. But there's plenty of stuff out there. You just gotta wade through a lot of content to find what's going to work for you. And of course, you know, get used to the game and see how you like playing the game, what the game is to you in terms of gameplay. Do you want to battle, or do you want to harvest and just explore? Do you want to build crazy stuff? Just see what you can find. But I think we are coming up on, yeah, almost 3 hours. Plenty done. Actually, a lot done in just the first hour today. So, I've already been through that. Those are all being harvested. Everything else has pretty much got cores in them now. That's not cored, but I've already been through that earlier. Yeah, I've got everything covered here. I just got to go through, get resource deposits cleared out of the 19 remaining, and then do the same thing back on the planet. So that will be next week, finishing all that up. Subnautica. I like Subnautica too. That is a building game. As you can see, like my newest season, the current one, I've been building a lot of different bases. I am trying to finish that one up now because I want to do some different stuff. But if you know, Subnautica, it depends on how you want to play. Do you just want to run through the storyline? Do you want to build a lot of bases? It's up to you. You got different options in that, which is one reason I like that game. And I am waiting, you know, sometime 2019 is what they've said. Subnautica will be releasing that new Arctic edition of the game. So we'll have that coming up sometime soon, but they said 2019. So it might be January. It could be June before we see it. But it will be sometime 2019. But I'm still going to be doing stuff with that. Subnautica, I do not stream. I just do the videos for that. If you want to see other live streams, you can watch my Twitch. I do a Twitch stream tomorrow night, but that's 7 Days to Die. That is more of like just straight survival type stuff. And then Tuesday nights for me, I do Green Hell, which is strictly survival game. It's not a building game. It is, you're just trying to keep alive in there. So you can check those out if you want to see some more live stream stuff. And those are on Twitch, so make sure if you want to check that out, you follow me there as well. But that is it. I've rambled enough the last few minutes. I've got plenty done today. I've got plenty left to do before we call it quits on this planet. And like I said, 2 weeks from now, we will have the Creator Challenge. I will be unlocking submissions for that next week on the live stream. So if you're trying to build a design to put into that, you will be able to start submitting those next week. And of course, remember, utility. Something that we don't already have in the game. Not like utility design as in, oh, here's a harvesting design. It's got to be something we do not already normally have in the game. Some creative mechanic that you're really stretching your imagination to make work. You know, like I said, capital vessel that can also be used as like a road, so you can build basically a big roadway between this point and this point, so you can drive along that. That's a design that's actually on the workshop. There's a CV that works as a road. It's a piece of roadway, and that's a creative thing we don't have in the game. So it's that kind of utility is what we're going for. So if you want to join in on that, you can. Just go on the Discord, and I will open up that channel next week, either right before the stream or right after the stream, so you can start submitting. But that is it for today's live stream. Plenty done, plenty left. CV that's like a maintenance station. I mean, it depends on what kind of maintenance you're talking about. Again, it's got to be something we really are missing in the game. I want to create some stuff on this challenge that the devs can look at and be like, that's a cool idea. We need to add that to the game. I want to give the devs some new inspiration for stuff they can implement into the game itself as new features, not just here's a cool design, we might add it as a prefab. I want to give them some ideas of new elements entirely to add to the game, new mechanics. So that's kind of what that is based on. So if you want something that's like a maintenance station, you're going to have to kind of be a little bit more elaborate about that. It's really got to be, you know, just go on the Discord and you can read the channel information there for the challenge. But yes, the Discord is kind of where to be on that if you want to submit and want to follow. And there's a lot of designs being submitted through the Discord as well for everybody to share. So check that out. But yes, that is it for today's live stream. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. I'm glad we got, you know, Danielle, Excalibur, and several others that I know, you know, they are the admins on the Discord channel, on the server. They help keep things running there. It takes a load off my shoulders because I already have plenty on my hands as it is. But yes, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank everybody else for hanging out and watching today and for the chat. And I will see you guys next time.